tool, I don't know, because it looks like something I can use in construction, you know? Chef Ron, come out.
Yeah.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too, Noah.
Remind me, what are we making again?
Black bean and tofu.
Black bean and tofu.
Yeah.
Okay, in a simple language, we are making?
Njahe ne baga njahe.
Baga and jahe.
Yeah.
All right.
Just for terms that can be very relatable, but yeah.
All right. Okay, so talk me and talk us through the process.
So it's really straightforward
Yes.
when making this particular dish. So all you need is just your black bean patty.
Okay.
It's usually just cooked black beans mixed with some onions, some spices, some oats, and then it's formed into a patty, also seasoned with some salt and pepper, definitely. Then we just slightly like sear it on a hot kind of grill to get a nice kind of crust on the outside, but still, soft on the inside.
Okay.
The additional to it would be the tofu. So tofu is also slightly cooked also on the griddle to just give it more flavor and a bit more texture, because tofu is usually just like a soft, it's a soft item, has a soft texture to it.
All right.
Then the other thing would be now to toast our potato buns. So a good thing with this, our potato buns are usually gluten-free. So, and they're really, really light. They're not as dense.
Okay.
And I think most people would prefer having like a not so dense kind of bun when they're having a burger, so they can easily now enjoy the components of the burger themselves, so that the bread doesn't really overpower or cover the flavor of the burger.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you have too much bread, you'd end up missing out on the patty and the fillings inside the burger.
All right.
So having this as light as it is really just complements now the black bean patty.
Okay.
Yeah, so good thing with black bean, it's really high in fiber and protein.
Okay.
Tofu is a type of, I'd say cheese, but it's, we'd call it vegetarian or vegan, actually both, because it's made from soy milk.
Okay.
So more or less the same process with cheese, but it's
vegan cheese.
Yeah, it's vegan cheese. So it's a vegan substitute, and it's also rich in protein.
Okay.
So this dish ideally is actually like a really good protein-based kind of meal.
Okay.
And also the fiber in the black beans will help in the digestion with, once you're eating, so you don't really get constipated, or you just have good bowel movement within your system.
Yeah.
And then the other additional thing, there's also fiber. So there's oats, and then there's also the black bean itself.
Okay.
So now having this meal is actually really good. Protein dense, good in fiber, low in cholesterol. So you don't really need to worry about your heart conditions or high blood pressure, especially now since also black beans is low in sodium. So
really?
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, I'm tempted to knight you like the Njahe ambassador. The way you've explained, you don't have, high blood sugar when you take Njahe.
Yeah.
Some people hear Njahe is being served and they're like...
They're like, no. Yeah.
Kumbe it can be repurposed into very interesting.
Yes, it does.
So
Yes,
I've seen you've cut the bun.
So I cut the bun, just kidogo butter, just to slightly toast it. So this usually just, what's it called? Gives it a nice crust on the outside, on the inside rather, so that whatever sauces we use doesn't really soak inside the burger too much to make it soggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the coating. So that is butter?
Just some butter.
Okay.
Yeah. Just let's get this griddle a bit hot. So
you need your grill hot.
Yeah. So that it's just like a nice quick sear.
Okay.
The same way we do like with our steaks.
All right, I see that. How do you improvise this at home if you don't have such a grill?
Just a regular pan.
Just a regular pan?
A regular pan, yeah.
Turn your bread, so that is to provide the coating.
The coating, a nice crust, so that the sauce that we're going to use doesn't necessarily get soaked so much with, inside the bread. The bread is bread is usually quite absorbent. So you don't have like a soggy kind of item.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. All right. Vegan meals, are they on high demand? Because I think as time goes by, the society is really changing pretty quick.
Yeah, I'd say it's becoming a bit more popular.
Okay.
The demand is increasing. Guys are looking into different meal options, not just meat based. So yeah, it's actually just popular within a certain clientele. It's either due to health basis, like you just want to wean off meat items and meat products.
Okay.
Or maybe, yeah, this is good.
Is it from that crust?
Yes, yes.
See that?
Just to wipe this off a bit.
It's getting
too hot.
It's getting too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying two types of clientele?
I mean, it can be dietary, either because due to either health condition, or maybe you're just trying to wean off, protein and like meat basically.
Okay.
Or just it's usually like a lifestyle that you'd prefer not to have. What's it called? You prefer not to have meat basically. Okay. So you want to try out a different option.
So that is?
This is the tofu.
That's the tofu.
Yes.
The vegan.
This is a vegan cheese.
The vegan cheese.
Yeah.
I see you've applied some.
Just some butter to just help it not stick.
Okay.
Ideally, you can even use oil. Don't necessarily have to use butter.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm just.
And that's the.
Oh, this is the black bean tofu. The black bean patty itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the repurposed jahe. Man, jahe imepigwa filters.
Imepigwa filters. Hadi ikakubali. So this is a sauce that we normally use. Just call it it's a signature burger sauce.
Oh, so the sauce on the buns?
Yeah.
What's the components of this one again?
Has some mayonnaise, a bit of sweet chili, and other ingredients inside it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the black bean.
You can see the njahe inside.
Yeah, the njahe.
Yes.
You say njahe is very strong in terms of
flavor, can be bold, yeah.
Okay.
Especially now when you're doing, like if you want to, I mean, I think once in a while, like how we've normally eaten njahe.
This one was not supposed to be. Sorry, man, you would have just told me.
No, actually, it even skipped my mind. I was like, I'll just use my tongues. So
what's the name of that?
It's called a spatula.
Spatula?
Yeah. Or a tana. Depends. But yeah, spatula.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So if your friend is Munga Tana, Anyway, yeah. That's a bad joke, man. Unacceptable. Yeah. So I see. What are you hoping to achieve? What are you observing?
So this, I just needed to get a nice crust on the outside and also get slightly heated up towards the inside. For the tofu, I just needed to get nice marks, like a nice kind of sear, the same way we did with this.
Okay, with the buns,
the buns themselves, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I see that.
Yeah, so this time I think we're slightly doing our burger differently. Okay, for the show now, that is.
Okay.
But ideally, coming to buttered buns, all our burgers are usually served with fries. So I just wanted to highlight now this particular burger as it is.
Okay.
One of the healthy options that we have for burgers. Okay. To just have this as a star of the show,
This is a vegan's favorite, yeah?
Yeah. If you're vegan, you can definitely go for this.
Yeah. And the black bean patty is it's giving meat vibes,
Yeah. That sometimes you can make certain items that are vegetarian, and you can easily confuse them as meat. Like the flavor, if you're not really told what it is, you can feel like you'd think it's a meat item.
Okay.
There's some, like you can make a patty with mushrooms, some chickpeas. Just do a nice flavor into it. And you can easily trick someone into thinking this is actually meat. Because mushroom has a very rich, meaty texture.
Yeah.
So there's this whole misconception that vegetarian or vegan food isn't really tasty. It just depends on how you cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can easily make it as flavorful as just the regular meat items. Same way we've done with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, because Njahe and the Njahe party, you said there's that process. How simple or complicated? I know you touched on it a little bit. Just for somebody who wants to make the party.
Make this.
Yes. Huh?
So you can easily just cook your Njahe.
Okay.
Then use like the potato masher. You just crush them. But make sure they're really soft. Not that firmness that we normally have whenever we're like boiling our own Njahe for stew. Like it's really soft, you know.
So you have just to like properly boil it.
Yeah, you can soak it overnight, then throw it in your pressure cooker or kasufuria kwa jiko, whatever you use to, cook your legumes.
Okay.
So do that. Once it's soft, now mash it up. Then now you can decide what flavorings you want to put. The spices, if you want to add any herbs or vegetables to it, now that's on your own accord, depending on your preference.
But when it's mashed, it holds together.
Yeah, you can hold, but no, you need to add something. So for us, we usually have oats.
Okay.
We add oats to it, the whole oats.
Oats is sort of
like a binder.
It's a binder.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. So that's the covering on it.
So this is basically a simple product.
Very simple.
Quite straightforward. Don't really have much going on. It's only the prep work that's a bit to involve in, especially when making the party.
Okay.
But now the thing is, once you have that, it's a quick fix. Because this you can make your parties and freeze them.
Okay.
Then once you want to have, the black bean burger, just remove it from your freezer, defrost it, and throw it on your pan and just ta-ta-ta.
That's interesting. Why do you have Njahe in your fridge at all?
I just buy when I need to eat.
Ron, you're such an advocate, man. I'm doubting. The Njahe Association of Kenya has paid you.
Make a nice tea out of Njahe.
Yeah. Okay. I see that.
Yeah, so ideally highlighting this. So basically that's our black bean and tofu burger. So all our burgers usually come with fries. And basically that's it. So we're just focusing today on the burger itself. So this is something you can come at Buttered Buns at Nairobi Street Kitchen, order for it, and this is basically what you'd be expecting to get.
All right, quite interesting, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we slice it up? And,
yes, we can.
And see how it tastes,
Oh, definitely.
You say that there's a misconception about vegan meals.
Vegan meals.
I hope this will disprove that misconception, because I think I'm one of those people who hold that.
Who think vegetarian or vegan dishes are not as... It just depends on how you prepare.
It's kind of interesting. Very healthy option, as you rightly put it.
Yeah.
So
just pick one.
let me pick this one. Okay, let me remove this. So I have some tofu right there.
Yeah, tofu, the patty, really nice soft bun.
Some sauce you guys can see. Can you focus on that? I know some people are on a fast. Yeah. Now it's the right time. Is it dry? Because you have already bit into it. It looks dry, but the components in between. Let me experience this. You've said this is repurposed Njahe. My expectations. What do you taste?
I can feel the Njahe, but it's also being complemented the tofu and the spices we put inside the patty. Yeah.
Man, the tofu brings a whole vibe to it. I like it, and it's tasty, man.
Yeah.
There's no meat here?
None at all.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is incredible. Let me just test one more time. Tofu. Where do I get tofu?
Tofu, you can basically get it in the supermarket. It's quite, it's available, not in all supermarkets, but since it's a very niche or particular, people really need tofu. So the high-end supermarkets definitely can ask around. You can get tofu, or any grocery shop that sells some cheeses. You can definitely get the tofu from there.
Okay.
So tofu really needs. It's a popular dish within the Asian community. So even if you go to an Asian store, you can definitely get it.
Okay.
If you know any Asian store, you can definitely get some tofu there. So yeah, with tofu, you just need to know how to go about it. So ideally, just one way to go about it, either some people deep fry it, or people who just quickly seal it to get now that nice crust on the outside, because it's not as firm as our regular cheese. It can easily crumble, especially when you're cooking it.
Okay.
So you need to have like a protective coating on the outside, nice crunch, so that whenever you're using it if you're making like a stew, more so like those noodle bowls, it can easily just maintain the shape. Yeah.
I see that.
And doesn't taste as just plain like
See
yeah.
That's quite interesting.
And you can also like marinate it. Once you deep fry it, you can just marinate it, throw in a quick marinade, then do like a quick stir fry.
Okay.
So there are different ways you can walk around with tofu.
All right, definitely. So in terms of burger options, now the varieties are getting, because traditionally when somebody is thinking of a burger, they're thinking of a beef
burger, basically.
Exactly.
Basically.
And
So
it's quite interesting. I like it. But the presentation, because one of the discussions that is very constant when we are cooking here is that we first eat with the
our
eyes.
Yes.
And even that look of the party, it looks, if you're not told, it's not beef, you'll just think,
Looks like a meat party, but you'd be like, what kind of meat though?
Exactly.
So it's just how we normally just tweak and work with our products to ensure at least what we're giving you, as it's healthy but also flavorful.
Okay.
Healthy doesn't have to taste bland, doesn't have to be boring, or you can't enjoy it. You can easily enjoy healthy food.
Okay.
Just going about proper preparation methods and also presenting the same food.
Okay.
Yes.
Ideally, this meal, is it a Friday evening meal or a Saturday 10 to 11 meal?
Depends on what you want to do.
What do you mean?
So when you say a Friday evening, are you going out after that?
Okay.
Or are you just chilling in the house?
If you're going out?
If you're going out, just have something more heavier. Because if you're, if you're someone who wants to indulge in alcohol, you really need something with like a popular dish, ugali and nyama. Can easily hold your stomach, and also with the alcohol situation. It's something it's a common practice across board.
If you're going for kesha?
If you're going for kesha, you can have this. You can have this because it's rich, it's high in protein and good for fiber. So this is not the type of dish you mix with alcohol. So
let me test again. Yes. So you're saying it's a light meal.
It's a light meal.
Okay.
Yes.
I see that.
But with the protein, the density of protein inside now, that it can still hold your stomach. But also this is not something you can mix when you're going out for drinking. Because as we know, anyone in the drinking culture or like who's experienced or knows how drinking joints go, there's always meat somewhere.
Okay.
So it easily holds whatever it is that you're doing. So, but this is it's a good meal.
Yes.
Quick, light, and very nutritious.
And I love the repurposing of Binjahe into that party. Amazing, incredible. Are there like, I'm thinking, for real, Jahe has gotten a very bad PR.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not like a huge fan. Initially, it's not like I seen jahe then I tried to change direction. Just that I don't interact with the meal quite often. But are there different variations, repurposing? I know today we've done a burger for such a meal. What other variations do you have of jahe?
Like the one I mentioned earlier. It's actually like a Kikuyu dish. It's made with mashing jahe with the ripe bananas. There's a particular type of banana that's used to make that dish. So it's something I've been eating or getting to eat growing up, especially during like our own, celebrations, functions, and all this. Jahe is like on the checklist.
Wow. Today, Chef Ron, I'm joining you on that checklist. I signed down there. You see the way you signed petitions?
Yeah.
I signed down there, and I actually support your family and what you guys are doing as a family. Thank you very much.
You're very much welcome.
This has been an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Once again, just remind us the meal that we've made.
It's a black bean and tofu burger.
Black bean and tofu burger. What a meal. It's time that you get some jahe, mash them up, add spices, make it into a party, all right? Then after that, let it chill. Get your grill ready or your sufuria ready. And after that, you get yourself a very nice burger rather, tibana. Then after that, you prepare the burger and you get your party nicely. Then you get yourself some tofu, all right? And add on top of it. And make yourself a black bean tofu burger, a meal that you can experiment with this weekend, courtesy of the Farm Kenya Show. And that's where we put a full stop to today's show. Thank you very much for joining me with us over the past hour and a half. It's been a pleasure. Chef Ron has been here. Thank you very much for your input. Earlier on, Dr. Taiti was here. We appreciate you. My name is Nokip Kamboy, and we put a full stop to today's show this moment. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your viewing and make some black bean tofu burger in your own time. We out. That's nice.